Hello guys, it's Endermage here, and this is the first video of our building contest. I have two people here, and I think he's still getting his items from his inventory, but they're going to get about 5 minutes to build, and then after that I'm going to tell them that the time's over, and I'm not going to decide who wins. I'm going to leave that up to you guys in the comments, but basically, I'm on the Uber Minecraft server on plots, and I just added them to my plot so they can start building. And yeah, let's see what they're making. So far, I'm not entirely sure what he's making, but it looks like it could be a house. And he's just getting started, but I mean, it's still pretty early on. They still have some time. And I built this, and I built it lopsided to see if that bothers anybody. Yeah. And it looks so far like he is going to build a house. I'm not quite sure what he's going to build, but it also could be a house. And normally these videos will have themes, but since this is the first one, I just decided to be like basically freestyle, whatever you want. And I told them, well, I didn't tell them, but in future episodes we're probably going to have more specific themes chosen by you guys, because I want this to be a kind of like subscriber controlled series where you guys kind of create the outcome of the winners of each match, what the matches are going to be, that kind of stuff. And so far his house is looking pretty cool, and I'm not quite sure what he's going to make, but I'm starting to think it's going to be pixel art. That's a quite cool little tree over there. And some time has passed. They still have a few minutes though, and it's not going to be exactly 5 minutes. Here, we're going to warn them. But yeah, it's going to be around that, just the best I can do, because I'm not really using a timer. I'm just kind of looking at a clock, and yeah. But I'm probably going to extend the time a little bit, because I think 5 minutes is too short. I'm really interested in what he's making. His looks like a pretty cool house so far. Here. I think 5 minutes is a bit too short for the series, so I'm going to make it 10 minutes just so they have a chance. And I really wonder what he's making. I mean, I feel like I should know. It could be a smiley face, because there's the oh, I think he's making the marionette mask. That would be awesome. And there's a nice little house. I'm really excited to see what the builds turn out to be in the end, what they look like and that kind of stuff. Spinning. Oh, look at that house. So he's starting to add the roof on. I'm assuming that it's going to be a staired roof that kind of like pyramids up, sort of, if you know what I mean by that. And yep, he's just starting on the marionette's kind of mouth area. He's probably going to add like the eyes and the purple streaks and that kind of stuff. I really like the Five Nights at Freddy's games. They're fun. Bit of lag. I'm not really sure what to say about the buildings, because they kind of like, it's hard to commentate on this type of thing because it's mostly just focusing on what they're building. And so far this house does look pretty cool, and I also really like the marionette, so I'm not sure which is really gonna win, but I suppose that's why I have you guys to decide that in the first place. It looks kind of like it's gonna be a pretty cool roof, and that's gonna be a pretty cool marionette. Currently I can't really decide which one I like more, which is another reason why I decided to do it more subscriber based, because that's not the type of thing that I can really decide well. I'll never be able to choose a favorite. But yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. They're both quite far, and they have about 3 minutes left, I think. Right about that. The marionette mask is probably going to take a little bit longer, so I'll be a bit more lenient with the time. so far they're looking quite nice though. I'm just worried that the 10 minutes that we currently have is going to be too short for anybody to build anything. But, I mean, I did tell them that I was going to extend the time. I didn't tell them by how much, so we can do it by 15 minutes instead of 10 or something like that. But, yeah. I'm probably just going to do it once they're a bit further, but it depends if they take a long time or not. I don't think they will, though. They've gotten a lot of progress so far. The roof's really taking a lot of time because it's a bit intricate and coolly designed, and Marionette's taking a while because it has to be like pixel perfect. Well, it doesn't have to be, but to look like the Marionette, he probably like wants to make it look really good, I guess. We're just gonna sit atop the magical Pokeball of Justice. It's so Pokeballish. Ah, I fell. Whee! I'm gonna turn down my scale because that's probably kind of distracting. There you go. And I have a good little vantage point up here. His house is turning out pretty nice, and the Marionette mask is starting to shape up. It's looking cool. I like that tree. It's a swamp. It's Shrek's swamp. He's in there somewhere. I think he's looking at his build, deciding like what to change, what to add, that kind of stuff. I think first he's gonna finish the roof though. Oh, it's approaching the time that would be about 10 minutes, but again, I'm probably gonna extend that a little bit because I feel like that's not enough time. And this is getting together quite nicely. He is taking a bit of time, but it's also looking pretty nice with that purple streaks. Those purple streaks on the Marionette's face. I might actually be able to give you an example of the Marionette's head if I can find one. Marionette. Does it? I don't think. Boop. Nope, it's just a Steve head. Well, that didn't work. But yep, both builds are starting to look pretty nice. They're shaping up nicely, getting quite build-ish and stuff. Whee! He has a good kind of like reference because he can just look at his skin for it because he is the Marionette. And he has a Star Wars skin, right? Yes, I can't really see it. Yes, that's definitely a Star Wars skin. It's looking quite nice, and I'm sorry I don't know much about Star Wars, but I think that's Boba Fett or Jango Fett. You could, yeah, one of those two. But yeah, his house looks pretty nice, and again, I don't know much about Star Wars, so if that's incorrect, then I apologize. But yeah. Both builds are looking quite nice. Ooh, the Marionette's really starting to look like the Marionette with the black eyes and the purple streaks and that kind of stuff. And the time's probably going to end in about 4 minutes. If they're near done with their builds by then I'll probably end it right there, because that'll be, I think, 15 minutes. I think so. And I'm going to turn down the volume on my mic a little. Wait, never mind. There is some background noise, but I hope you guys can't hear that. It's just my sister. He's starting to put in the white bits of the mask to just kind of bring it all together and make it fill in the holes, that kind of stuff. Oh, can't even see the eyes in the night. Here, I'll change that. Boop. No, I pressed the wrong thing. Come on, mouse. We can do it. There we go. Nice, you can see the eyes better now, and the house is looking quite nice. I think he's just putting in some fencing. And after about, in 3 more minutes, I'm going to end the video. But not quite yet. I'm going to give them a little bit more time. And again, whoever wins, it's completely up to you guys. I don't have any say in that matter. I think they're both quite nice builds, and I'm not really sure which one I would choose. So it's kind of good that I'm using subscribers as a better way to do it. And yeah, his house looks quite nice. I think right now he's just looking at it, thinking of things that he can add, because I think he probably thought he'd run out of time by now, because I didn't really specify how much time there would be. But right after that, I'm gonna kind of like give you guys a good view of both buildings, even though you kind of already have one, just a kind of final glance before you cast your vote in the comments. And whatever you say in the comments, whichever build gets the most votes, they will win, and I will alert them of that when they're online. That looks quite nice, and so does this, starting to get the final feature of the marionette with the top part of the mask. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, any likes are to kind of forward this series, and subscribing will forward my channel as a whole, and then commenting will help decide the winner of the match, so any of those will be very helpful and of course very appreciated. Oh, there's some redstone over there and a little torchic. Can barely see it, looks kind of derpy, but yeah, beautiful. Alright, they have 2 minutes, but it's been 2 minutes for a little bit, so I think it's gonna soon be 1 minute. Yep, it's 1 minute now. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna give them a warning. Wait, I can't see if I type that over the Fraps Fraps FPS meter at the bottom left. I don't know if that's in the video. Oh, there's the text flying above me. And I think he's just kind of putting some finishing touches, some details into his build, and he's just finishing up the top of the mask to kind of bring it all together. Oh yeah, I like the flowers. It's a nice little touch. So yeah, we're gonna quite soon, the time will be up and we'll see who wins. At about 10:10. I hear noises. I hope you guys can't hear that. Alright, time is up right now, just about, so I'm just gonna give him a tiny bit more. And I'm not sure if I should just call it the medieval house. Very nice, I like that. It looks very kind of like Viking oriented with the roof and just the whole build. It looks quite nice, and this is a good pixel art build. And time is up. Yeah, I think he's just putting some finishing touches on it, and I'm just gonna tell them right now that oh no, I'm in caps. There, I'm just gonna tell them that, and he's putting the last few wool blocks on his marionette, and I'll allow it. So plot me, remove, bn, ds, and then oh whoops. Oh, what's his name? 1 second. I'm gonna turn up my scale too to see if they're saying anything. Oh, Endermage. What's you? Oh, sorry, sir, but I must end this. I must see what your name is. Stealthy. All right. Boop. There. There. Alright, they both had quite nice little builds, and I'm gonna give you guys a final little view of the place, and then after that you should vote, like if you want to, subscribe if you want to, that kind of stuff. It's all very appreciated. Here's this nice little medieval house, the cool little roof, and I'm gonna go inside just to show you guys the interior, and that's what it looks like. It's quite nice. And then over here we have the marionette pixel art. It's the marionette mask from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He got some of the details pretty well with the purple lines down the side that kind of like tear tracks, I guess, and then the little red spots on either side. And yeah, they both look quite nice. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm Endermage. Please cast your votes below, and bye.